So it looks like.
Yeah, ready when you guys are. So this is grand finals. It's gonna be Peter the Great on the left.
And
Pun available on the right. And this is grand finals, so he's on loser's side.
okay. All right.
But
Yeah,
Papercut, from your observation, what do you think is going to need to happen in these matches? Because we know Peter the Great is like the best here, but what do you think Pun Available can do to try and like sneak out a win here?
I think the thing to do against like really good players is don't hesitate. Like you see, if you hesitate too much, they're going to drop garbage on you, and next thing you know, you lose. You got to be fast.
So you got to be fast.
Yes, fast and accurate. Like don't overthink it. Just do it. Because if let's say you're saying, oh, how am I going to get this 3-chain combo? No, go for the 2-chain. If you know you're going to get a 2-chain, get it for sure. Because at least if anything, it might sabotage your opponent's combo. If anything, and you'll still get some good damage. But if you take too much time to think, next thing you know, a bunch of garbage is going to fall on you, and you're going to get screwed.
Dang, that's a good point, and that's honestly exactly what happened here. Peter the Great capitalized on what he could, put a bunch of garbage on Pun Available's side. But as we've seen before, Pun Available, really good at survival. Good enough to use what you can here. This is kind of scary. Oh, that was way too much garbage. See,
yeah, that was.
That's where speed definitely plays a role here, because stuff stacked on faster than you could even do anything about it. That was kind of messed up. That gap over there on the right, on Pun Available side, what kind of setup is that? Do you know, Papercut?
Pun side.
Yeah, is that a T-spin?
I know it's not. I'm not sure. It might have been. Yeah, it might have been a mistake. I'm not sure.
Interesting, but he's gonna have a swap combo ready here. Okay, yeah, you can already see the difference in speed. We do know that they're both players that are aware of like the various setups, the possibilities.
Oh, this is nasty.
That is.
Oh my
I think
goodness! Holy moly!
He kind of gave up there.
Wow. All right.
But match point already for Peter the Great.
Comebacks like this have happened many times before.
Yeah.
I play Tekken a lot, so I've seen these kind of comebacks happen before. It can happen.
Definitely.
It's not over yet.
All right, but we're gonna have to see Pun Available do something about this super fast, super precise play.
Oh my God!
Peter the Great. See,
he just
already
got a freaking double. Wow.
He is moving too quick. You're gonna have to have some defensive answers, but it's too late.
I think that's.
Holy
wow.
I saw it. I respect the attempt.
Peter the Great is the Sencal Puyo Tetris champ. That's all I can say. And this is a perfect example, just one out of many examples of how Peter the Great is a champ.
Let me get on the mic for a second.
Here, yeah. In fact, Tim, you can get on the mic too.
Let me tell you guys about the sacred technique known as the 4-wide, made famous by great Tetris player Wumbo. I am not Wumbo. And before I'm serious, dude. You gotta look this up. Basically, this dude is a master of just setting up a 4-wide gap in the middle with a tiny little block at the end, which I failed to do, which is why this whole. So yeah, basically the technique is you set up a 3 gap in the middle of your board, and then from the rest of it you set a 4 or a gap that's 4 columns wide. And what you could do from here is it essentially builds up a really solid a solid down stacking defense. Basically, you can just knock ones you can just knock off a bunch of ones back and forth, and if you can pull it off successfully, you can get 17 lines of damage easily. Because for every for the first 3 lines, every line you clear does 1 line of damage, and the next 3 do 2, then 3 does 3 lines per.
I think it becomes by 2s a little later. I forget. But it multiplies the bonus of damage by doing a big Tetris combo.
Basically.
It's trying to do a one-hit kill punch of clearing a bunch as opposed to just like a double Tetris. Instead of 8 lines, you're clearing 15.
Yes.
Wow.
It keeps growing as you do it.
That's insane.
Okay.
It's what I tried to pull off because I realized I have nothing left. I'm throwing everything at the wall of this guy. I knew I wasn't going to lose, so I figure I might as well try to do it in style. As you can tell, I do not have the practice for that, but the concept is there.
So yeah, you're gonna have it. It's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time, but in the Tetris community, it is a very, very highly regarded as don't do this if you want to have fun. It is a very cheap technique, and it is especially terrible in swap. Or terrible as in not fun to play against.
Well, I mean,
If you're playing against a skilled player, that is.
trying to beat Tim, you kind of have to figure something out to do.
You can do it that way if you want to not be honest about it. Oh, and the big thing about 4 wides is that it defends against damage. So
just clear in response.
yes, you can not only that, but because you do not lose your game of Tetris until the block that you have touches the top of your stack. But because you have a giant gap in the middle, you can have all of this damage built up. But as long as you have even like two or three just rows ready for you, you can just keep firing those things off, and they'll just keep clearing out, and you'll get your 17 lines of damage.
You die when you get that one square. Tetris, you die if block that spawns cannot move. So if you've got that gap in the middle, now you can just keep playing, and then you can respond with your full damage whenever. The damage you take basically doesn't matter.
Sounds like a strat that I need the most.
It is a very disrespectful strat if you can pull it off. Very grimy. It is essentially the I'm not allowed. You can't do this anymore. I'm surprised that still works. Anyway, welcome to Puyo Tetris 2, everybody. My name is Zanite.
Let's go ahead and do an outro for YouTube just to be safe.
All right. So, BBoySonic, thank you for letting me commentate. So it was also, and thank you for hosting the tourney again. I appreciate it. As usual, it was a lot of fun. We appreciate the effort you put in to host these tourneys.